Tried to be smooth. Whatever. Alright, that's good. That's an intro. Repent. That's the intro. Anyways, welcome back. Sunday night stream. It's been so long since I did a stream, and yeah, I just decided to do one because I've been falling asleep. There's no major update. I guess the world is kind of stagnating and kind of like disgustingly gross and bad and not good. So, thanks world for being gross and bad. Quick update, life update. Basically, I hate saying that. My coworker keeps saying that, and I'm like, you need to stop fucking saying that. Like his like PowerPoint presentations will literally be him just saying. So basically, and I counted it to us on like Friday. He had a 10-minute long presentation, not even like 7 minutes. He said basically a total of 16 times, and like 5 of them were in the first like 2 sentences. Damn. Wait. Yeah. I can't even. I don't know what I'm doing. It's the Eyewitness theme. If you're familiar, that's the hardest song to ever go hard ever. I'll get content matched if I play that, but like that is literally the hardest song ever. It's so hard ass song. I gotta keep Facebook open because it makes my light look. I have been in the trenches of Facebook, replying back to people, going nuts, not checking my responses. Like people responding back to me, and they're just like either pissed off because I've been just like drunkenly every Sunday night, like Friday, Saturday night, like just going back into Facebook drunkenness mode where you're just like commenting on like every little thing that you're mad about. And it's so funny that like, because it's like people have no, like you don't have any investment in any of this shit, right? What's the what investment do you have in like giving a shit about the new like Josh Freese getting fired from Foo Fighters and me being like, well, at least this one didn't OD. Like, or like this guy, like, I mean, I don't know. It's because I think partially it's like, of course people are mad. They're like, why would you say that? But then at the same time, it's like, well, I mean, like this guy does seem to be around a bunch of people that die, right? Like Dave Grohl is just around a bunch of people that die. and he doesn't seem to like care too much. He would rather like try to uncancel himself than help the people in his life. But I mean, maybe I'm not the guy to say that. Maybe I'm not the person that has to tell you that. Topic wise today, I don't really have topics. I don't really want to bring up like topic kind of stuff, topical things. I do need to increase the let's not play guitar right now. We will decrease volume later. Pick slam. Pick slam. What is this? I'm not interested. This guy's playing bongos? Are they playing? Oh, we're bongoing right now. Nope. 10 countries with most snake species? That's a lot of fucking snakes, bro. Australia is lower than I thought they would be. But then again, it's like, I don't know if they know all the species of snake in Australia. They may be like on the... They need to like discover more species of snake there before... I don't know what I'm talking about. There's a concurrent viewer right now. That's good. I don't know why. I stopped playing guitar and then stopped doing things. It stopped, like my brain froze as soon as like I just like my brain's just like I took a nap at like 5 o'clock unintentionally, and then was like so out of it that I was just like, damn, I feel like I'm gonna fucking die. Oh my lord. Yeah, not a whole lot of new things to talk about. Like music and art wise, I guess not. I did delete Discord to get off Discord because I was pissed off at myself for not doing things and like not like being able to focus on stuff because I was too focused on like online community, which like it is online community. It is like these are real people. I'm interacting with them and everything. It's just the fact that like when you interact with online people more than people in your own life, you do get to a point where you're like, okay, wait a minute, I'm not actually really like feeling it. Like I'm not feeling it right now. I want to feel it. And Discord was cool. There were some people on there that I really do respect and I do care about. Won't exactly explain what the fuck this Discord server is. It'd be really hard to fucking explain it, but I've been part of a community of music people, music likers for probably, I don't know, 2018, 7 years. I was in there for 7 years. The main people that were in there were like, you may know, I can't even say because it's like it would be too giveaway-y for shit, and I don't want to like fucking like engross myself in some shit, but some people that started some of the stuff on the internet and some guys from like Mutant Radio and a number of just randos from around the world, but like the main group, the core group was like the Mutant Radio guys and like a couple scragglers, and then like me, and then trying to think of like, I mean, like clearly the most famous person is the guy who started it, but then like the other people were like kind of semi-famous for like being in things, but like that was also the reason why I left, because I was just too like on my own shit, and like not, and as soon as I like decided to get more healthy, I was like, oh wait, like I'm getting more aggressive in my life. Unfortunately, I think that's just something that happens when you get older, and I was starting to like kind of take out a little bit of it on people in the group, mostly like for calling out things and saying it like it is. So if you're saying it like it is, then you may end up doing things that are not appreciated by other people, and of course at some point you just have to like take a break and step back and say, hey, no. And then like there's also the like I'm trying to not just sit around and watch stupid shit on the internet, but I seem to be forced back into that. And one of the things that I did see was that one Perfect Guy Life clip where they're like, if you're spending your time on Discord, like you're just kind of fooling yourself. because you're trying to still like be a part of this thing. And like if you're a grown ass man and you're in your like you're older, you know, I'm in my 30s, so it's like if you are a grown ass man, like you shouldn't be like trying to involve yourself with a community of people as if like you're actually physically there with the community of people. You kind of have to take a step back and do work. And that kind of it was affecting me at my work, in my job, and I was starting to become more interested in things online than things in my life, which was very distracting and needed to stop and needed to end. So now here I am. I still haven't really started out on doing things. I guess it's more like the cleaning up was one thing, and then I don't want to get super into like having a big ass mess. So like the next step is to try to like think about what I'm doing. I'm not wearing socks, so if you see my feet, sorry. Yeah, the next step is to just think about life and get more interested in life things. It is getting kind of hot in here. I might have to open the window again. So sounds. That's a bag. That's a like a grocery bag filled with cans. Things to people. I mean, honestly, like right now, respect for would. Yeah, honestly, I gotta say it, like I feel good. It's because I need to stop putting all my creative energy into something that literally no one cares about. Like it's like putting all of my like mental energy into trying to think about like jokes on for people on the internet is like only gonna work out for me if I like actually do something with it. So I was like, oh yeah, no, you need to shut the fuck up for a minute and like get the fuck out of there for a second. Yeah, it's been good so far. I still have to do a bunch of dumbass shit in my life, but like clean up. Fucking, my girlfriend literally saying, "We're not very good at this adulting thing." I'm like, don't say that fucking word. Like, don't say that fucking word. Oh my god, dude, I'm gonna have fucking like flashbacks to the previous session. I can't stand the idea. I guess it's like I think people are getting, as we get older, we think we're getting older, but we're actually just staying in the same lane, and that's the millennial thought process. Like you just get into this like it's perpetual loop of thinking about the same crap over and over again, and I just don't know what the fuck is going on anyways. So yeah, no, I spent the last couple days just like focusing on thinking. Of course, I watched The Great War, which is really, well, some of The Great War, and I was like, oh yeah, I need to stop watching stupid shit too. But it's like I'm always like myself. I'm not gonna spend time getting interested in like high art or like trying to think that things are high art. No, I'm too fucking dumb to be able to get interested in high art, and so yeah, focus has been mostly on, you know, just cleaning up, trying to get healthier, and not smoking weed. Not smoking weed is a big part of that, which has made me much more aggressive in my life, which is good and bad. It's good. I don't need to do testosterone. I was talking to my fucking boss's son that I now manage, the young one, and he was just talking about how his brother, you know, is, you know, sometimes talking about like hormonal stuff, and I'm like, yeah, man, like I don't really think that you should be doing that sort of thing. I don't think it's for everybody, and it's a little bit too image driven. But the whole, whenever people talk about that shit, like it's a SSRI, like you're like being like, oh my god, like trying to be like, it makes me feel like I'm not a bitch anymore, and it's like, yeah, but like you're talking about it like you're taking some sort of wonder drug that makes you feel better, which is just too weird to me. Like, I don't know. I need to shut up about that too. I need to shut the fuck up about most things in my life. and start talking about the things that actually matter, like trying to learn to play the instrument again. I spent so much time like this morning actually talking to myself about shit that I would like talk about on stream, and I realized that a lot of it is like probably not really that appropriate to talk about on stream because it's more like personal stuff that I can't really like. If I tried talking about it, it wouldn't matter. So I shouldn't. But I was talking about I hit my head super hard at Baby's Alright like 3 years ago, and like I haven't been able to like think straight since. Like, and I've occasionally brought this up to people before, but like I actually really legitimately like probably should go see a neurologist because that shit has like affected me since then. Like mentally, creativity wise. I at first I was thinking like, okay, maybe this is more of a physical thing, from the standpoint of like maybe I need to just get healthier or like stop smoking weed or like whatever. But then when I did, I was like, oh, I'm still kind of cloudy in the head region, and so yeah, I need to go probably see a neurologist about that. But I don't want to be some person that like just talks about how they have head injury all the time. YouTube algorithm wise, it's all garbage. It's all fucking. But I've solved a little bit of it. So I figured out. This is kind of crazy. So I figured out that I was getting suggested nothing but cat videos on Instagram, and it was because I had microphone access on, and it was listening in on my cats. So it's like listening in on my cats, thinking that like, oh, you want to watch more cat video? Like, here's cat videos because you have cats. It's like I have 5 fucking cats, dude. I don't need to watch cat videos. It's like the last thing I need. It's like literally a feed of nothing but cat videos because like it's listening in on cats. And then when I turned off microphone access for like 2 days, like I started getting a normal feed again. I was like, dude, this is fucking stupid. I can't even. Why the fuck is this happening to me? So yeah, that's part 2. What else is going on here? I still get suggested cat videos, although like right now it's far less than before. I also don't do engagement, like, well, unless it's on Facebook arguing with people. That's engagement, right? Like laugh reacting on every single one of those best punk album. But they'll have shit like they'll have like a Brazilian hardcore band, and then like the Exploding Hearts, and it's like, dude, you can't fucking compare these two. They're not the same thing. Like it's not like we're having like, you can't like it's not the like it's unfair bracket shit. The unfair bracket world of Facebook nonsense, which I would share that stuff if I could find it, but I think I got banned from them. Because I don't see that shit anymore. I think they literally banned my ass. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they banned my ass. Because I was getting suggested that shit pretty much like every day, and now it's like I'm not getting suggested any of them. They probably found out about my laugh reacts on every single video and every single post. And yeah, that's where I'm at. Instead, now I'm on the map ones, arguing with people about maps. Number of fake Facebook profiles and pages pretending to be William and Jim. Neither of them on social media. This is the Jesus and Mary chain Facebook, and they're like, yeah, there's scammers trying to be us. Why would you pretend to be the guys from Jesus and Mary chain though? That's like, I do get like, hey, it's me, Dave Grohl. Like it's like the funniest one. It's so funny. It's like, why would Josh Homme, like, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, these people don't give a fuck about me. They got people to, like, they don't, like, got people that will just fuck with random idiots online. Because, like, that would be so real, right? Totally. I was rallying against Dave Grohl on Facebook. It's so funny to, like, because there's no reason for anybody to fucking defend anything anybody who's like out of your range for anything other than like if you are just like, man, you're insane. like oh, that post that you made, that's a little crazy. Do you think you probably should like go get help for that instead of like going nuts online? I did go on 4chan today because I was curious. Uh, so, went on fucking. I won't even talk. I won't say what thread it was, but it was like I saw a post. The guy was like, I went. I drank too much at the pub, and then I got driven home by two lady cops, and then his post immediately goes from being like, got driven home by two lady cops. They were very nice. To, I do admit that in my mind I thought I could totally smash these two. I could kill them. Like I was just like, bro, like what the fuck? Like, yeah, what the fuck do you do? How do you get to the point where you're just like I honestly I do admit that I'm like it's like why would you fucking say that shit out loud? Which is also like YouTube suggesting nothing but cop videos to me for like a weekend, and I had to like go through and like actually say don't suggest this to me for every single account that it was suggesting to me, to the point where it started suggesting me accounts that had like very very few views, and it's like how does this happen? Like how do you get to the point where like as long as it's the type of content, you'll still get suggested the thing. I don't know about that. Also, like, I don't know if anybody is at this, like, if anybody's watching this, but like, there's like a Bay Area body cam one that I have subscribed to because like it's so stupid. They will like Photoshop any woman that's in a video to have enormous liquidated fake breasts, like just like the liquidated thing, and like remember when you're like in high school and you get like to go to computer lab and they got Photoshop and you're just like liquidating breasts. It's like that. So stupid. I see that every now and then, but like I haven't clicked on any of those because they have like stupid ass shit that like doesn't make any sense. I also follow Big Texas Mike, which shouts out to Big Texas Mike. I'm not gonna put him on blast, but like you should go follow him. He's pretty interesting. He's got very very low views and like some big ideas and like it just uploads nonstop, like literally nonstop. But like the other day he was like making a video where he's like, he's like got a bag of like, I don't know what the fuck it is, but he's growing magic mushrooms in a bag. And he's like singing country, because the whole thing he sings country music. He's like opening the bag and he's like singing some country song that he made up on the spot while like showing the mushrooms. It's like too crazy, man. Like I think Texas is just going to be San Francisco. Like the whole state is just going to be San Francisco at some point. Like there's not like people thinking that like there's some sort of difference between it. It's like, nah, dude, it is going to, like every single fucking person from California moving out there and then like being like, oh, this is totally different. It's like, nah, dude, you're making it like Austin is just San Francisco. People who want to be like, oh no, it's way cooler and all this shit, it's like, nah, dude. I remember going there in 2016 for South by, and like it was just a fucking like town. Like it's just a town with some bars on one street, and the rest of it is literally just suburbs. It reminded me of Fremont. Like it reminds me of like what else would be like that? Like I don't know. Like I don't have an East Coast equivalent of that, but like I'm sure there's like plenty of cities that are just like bigger towns, It reminded me of that, but like they're making that into San Francisco, and it's like, you guys think that it's not that, but it is 1000% that. Like you're getting into this fucking thing, where everybody just ends up doing the same stuff. I don't know. Again, not major topic wise stuff. I was not like into the whole thing, but I was also since I've left Discord, I do spend more time like reading the news and shit. I should be reading books, not the news. But then again, like it's the world that we're in. I did read this headline article. It's just like incoherent. Nothing wrong with the article. It's the headline is BBC returns to Gaza, baby left hungry by Israeli blockade. Incoherent, like, right? BBC returns to Gaza, baby left hungry by Israeli blockade. There's no comma in that. And also, like, one baby Like, I'm sure there's more than one baby. I don't know. I'm trying not to get shadow banned, or heaven banned rather, because they don't shadow ban people anymore. They just heaven ban you. They just put like, here's 9 billion cat videos in front of your face instead of doing instead of the prerequisite content that you would have. Oh, the light's gonna start going down because like my because it's starting to get dark again. Incoherent. That's what's going on right now. Incoherency. It's the same incoherency as before, I'd say. Probably, just about. I'm not talking about politics or anything like that. That's good. I can. Not that it matters. I mean, it really shouldn't. There's no real reason to. What the fuck are... Instagram is fucking stupid. They always want to show you some stuff that, like, you don't care about. Followed by informational things that don't mean anything. Jesus. It's like a dog being dragged. It's a dog with all broken arms being dragged around by somebody. Broken legs. Sorry. A broken dog with arms. AI, generate that for me now. My boss made us watch the Google AI thing. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the Google AI video that they made. That's like, they put you give what you get, or whatever the fuck that New Radical song is. They threw that on because they still can't write a good song with AI, you know? Not unless it's racist, I guess. Like, unless you're hard archived, like, you're not gonna be successful with this shit, I guess. It's funny that like the best people at making AI music are literal racists. Like, people who are making it say stuff that they can't say. Basically, it's like it's kind of sad, unfortunately, but it's also like, you know, that's the truth about it. It's like music it's just not in the pantheon of what music should be. I have my own opinions about how AI music should be done, but like, it requires such specific curation that nobody seems to be able to figure it out. Like, nobody seems to be able to figure out the like because nobody wants to do it that way. This is really what it is. Like, nobody wants to be like, make me this and this, and then I'll line it all up and put it in the DAW and make it all happen in the DAW and mix it myself. Because that's what you want, right? That's what really realistically, you shouldn't be putting in like an idea into a machine and then getting a thing out at the end. You should be putting in the thing that you want the tool to make. Like, I want this drum part, and then be able to layer it and then take your master track and then send that through the AI to edit whatever you need to edit and master or do whatever. Mastering stuff is like where most of it's being used right now in music. Like, if you don't know this already, there are AI mastering tools now available for most. Like, if you use what's it called, Logic Pro, like you have access to AI mastering tools out of the box. And what it does is it will listen to the music that you have, and it will limit everything accordingly to what you have. This, by the way, was talked about. This was talked about during an Expressions summer camp session that I had way back in the day. So it's not really AI, it's more like tool-based stuff. I mean, I guess you're using AI because you're using a cloud-based system to think about things and then storing all your music. But we did that for Heart One stuff. Not that we ended up using it, we ended up sending it to somebody else. But we got some mixes out before with the AI mastering, and it was like very good at doing basic stuff. Like, if you have a bass track that's like very like iffy, you know, it'll limit and level things out so that things do come out a little bit better. It's not like a perfect like tool for curating or creating a better sound. Is that if you have that sound and there's just stuff that's missing from the like, for example, if like your frequency response wasn't the best for your bass, you'd be able to get that a little bit better. Other stuff, though, it's kind of like you do have to think about how things sit in a mix beforehand, which means using your ears, which is a really hard thing for a lot of people to do right now. people mix with their eyes, and I'm blind as fuck, so I can't do that. I'm not like, I can't spend time like looking through mixes, and I have to think about the process beforehand and really actually do it. This is also the reason why I hate that thing. Hate that thing because I can't hear anything through it. Like you crank it up to the maximum point, and then you still need another preamplifier to be able to get the headphones up high enough to be able to hear. I don't know. It's like I got that years ago. I've used it for drum streams. That's all. And I haven't been doing drum streams as of recently. It's a hard thing. It's mostly because of my neighbors. I'm not like, they're not complaining about it. It's more like they've been having family over and shit. I don't want to bother them. And the electric drum stuff I do want to get back into, because I do have like I pay for Ableton now, so I have Ableton and Samples from Mars. I got the whole like every Roland drum machine ever made, and like I've got all that. So it's like I should be utilizing that. Haven't. Well, it's more work like I've been prepping for product launch and getting healthier, getting mentally healthier. Thinking about myself for the most part. That's a hard part. I think like you do try to like be selfless in a selfish era, and shellfish. No. I don't know. I was trying to make a joke there, but that doesn't work. Shellfish instead of selfish. Trying to make more iDubbbz memes that get more views than my own videos. That one was good. I did like how it immediately kicked off and then just died. Like, and that's YouTube. YouTube puts stuff out there when it's out there, and then when it's not relevant anymore, they're like, take it away, take that shit out. I tried watching like, dude, spending like an hour talking about Nick Fuentes. I'm like, I don't think anybody should spend an hour thinking about Nick Fuentes. Like, nobody should spend that much time on anything that stupid. Like, pausing the video, being boring. Nah. You gotta be more entertaining than just what's going on in your video. And then all the AI. Oh my god, dude, they just used AI stuff. AI generated things. Oh man, I love when people are like, yeah, what, like, look at this on Google, you can zoom in and then you'll find an island, and look, it's what the fuck, it's an island. Oh my god, OMG, what, how does this exist in the middle of, it's St. Helena. You zoomed in on St. Helena. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What are you, Napoleon? I don't know. Is it, I was talking about how Napoleon was just autistic. Like, clearly. Like obviously. Actually, let me Google that. It doesn't even let you search it. The result says Napoleon had some behaviors that might suggest he was on the autism spectrum. For example, he was very sensitive to touch, found it hard to keep eye contact, and struggled with bullies or social situations. It's like, fuck yeah, dude. 1,000%, man. 1,000% did. Like, that's just like full blown. Also, like, the fact that dude legit, like, got banished from France and then came back and was just like, you know what? We're doing it again. Riot, one more ride. I love that shit. Good historical time and chaos. People forget that, like, he basically did World War One before World War One. He did World War II before World War II, but like no one cares about French people, I guess. I don't know. Oh, he didn't commit a Holocaust, but that's a different story. Which I'll not get into because it's I don't want to bring up things or talk about current events that are irrelevant to history, other than like, do think about history when you are talking about current events, because like, there's a lot of humanity in history. Like, you have to be humane about shit. Be connected to things. Oh, the darkness is getting out there, so we change ISO a little bit. Yeah, I'm using a Sony. I think it's an A5, and I don't know. I thought this would be better. It does look the background looks better because it looks all film grainy, but like the my face doesn't look very good because I don't have like a ring light on me. So yeah, there's that. God damn, bro. I haven't like been able to think about art stuff, like actual art stuff, or like work on music. And it's not even like I can't think about it or can't work on it. It's more like a week will pass by and I'll like be like, oh shit, already a week passed by. It's been 2 weeks since the vacation that I took, where it took a week off work, and it's like it just felt like it went straight through. And even then, it was like every single day just felt like the same thing. I have just been playing 7 Days to Die, which is not very good. Like, I should stop doing that. But then again, people keep playing video games, so why should I care? I thought about streaming. I was like, should I stream this? Should I try to like get people? And it's like, nah, don't do that. Like, the only reason why I play it is to de-stress. And the only reason why I play that game over other games is mostly because you don't have to, like, there's absolutely no time management aspect to it beyond like every like 7 hours or so that you play, you have to deal with something. I think it's 4.5 hours you have to deal with the wave. And no updates. Music news is like dead. I saw that Pitchfork thing that was like talking about Instagram shit, and I was like, oh, this is kind of, not the most important thing in the world. New records, I've also like not been into new music, but that's more on me, because I'm not interested in most of the new stuff that's come out recently. I think it's a lot of rehash. A lot of rehashing, a lot of like being influenced by other things. And my biggest issue is punk, I guess, because like I keep getting suggested like new punk stuff, and I keep not being impressed by it. Like, very unimpressed. There's been like a couple of things, Innuendo one, and like the boys in Milwaukee, like, of course, like all that stuff, Necron 9, like it's all good. Homies like Cretin are about to put out more stuff, I think, and well, Todd just put out the new Toddy thing, so it's like, oh, that's good, but it's also like that's your friend's stuff, like not really, like being able to champion any like new music from the perspective of it being new music first and foremost. And a lot of that is just me being like, I don't really know if there is any new music anymore. Almost all of what I'm hearing is like influenced by something to a T. It's hard to get invested in things unless they're like similar to other things, and that is very difficult when like people start saying the band Hum is a shoegaze band. I mean, like, I don't know, like you could argue anything. Any band is a shoegaze band, so it doesn't matter to me. But it is more so the like being how do I put this? It's like being aware of your surroundings versus living it. The one word I hate is vibes. I've always hated that word because I don't get it, because maybe I'm too fucking dumb to get that. But it's also like, if you know music well enough and you've been listening to it for long enough, you know why the vibe is there. And I've been listening to a lot of reggae recently, so it's been like, you can't say that about that kind of music. For example, like if you say, oh, it's all about vibes with reggae, it's like, well, I mean, No, it's not really. I mean, it is, but it's not. It's more of this musical thing, this genre that's within a pocket and everything, and then the vibe comes from that pocket that you're playing within, and all of that is based on musical rules. And so when you try to escape the musical rules from that, what ends up happening is you make this abomination of music. It's like you end up. Well, sometimes it's cool, but most of the time it ends up being like 21 Pilots. So you just are not gonna be able to do the right thing with it, you know. And it's kind of like was Catch a Fire was like re-recorded to be more appropriate for American audiences, so they like hired American musicians to play on it and play stuff more straight. Like they were so not able to understand reggae and rocksteady from like the traditional perspective that they were like literally like, okay, we need to hire another band to come in and play for you, like to change the sound of everything to make it more for people in the US and people in the UK. And that's exactly how Bob Marley ended up sounding like Bob Marley. Was like, oh, okay, we'll just add more R&B influence, which back then is really good. It's a good thing to put this kind of influence on that music, because that ended up kind of swaying everything over into where reggae would end up being for mass market versus, you know, still staying in its pocket for, and you know, what would eventually be dance hall music and sling tang and stuff like that, which is what ended up influencing Sublime. So it's all roundabout. I don't know. Like, what's that one? The Smoke Two Joints band? It's a Canadian band. It's like reggae music being like international was like something that's kind of been forgotten at some point. Like where it's like it's a diaspora music. So like, you know, people would be from Jamaica and then move to UK or Canada or the United States or whatever, and then make it there. But people don't think about that as much anymore because you either are from Jamaica or you're not. Albums of 2025. I want to see the Enemy one because Enemy gave a great score to Sleep Token. It's like Sleep Token's the funniest music I've listened to in so long. So funny. It's like it's not even people, it's the fact that like when you listen to it, like you either are gonna skip to the parts that are metalcore, or you're going because you're just like, this is so fucking stupid, or you listen to the whole thing and you're like, this is so like for a specific kind of person that does not listen to music. Like it's for people that don't listen to music. It's the same thing for Max. Is like the same thing, and that's the reason why it hits people like that. It's like it's not for people that listen to music. It's for people that don't. Like it's like show tunes, and what's the other one? Like if you listen to like it's country music is like that too, where it's like the genre is not a genre. It's literally just like there's the genre of music like Western swing and shit like that, but then there's like the actual music itself, and then there's like the whole concept of it, which is like family and being American and having faith and all, you know, all the stalwarts of fucking country music are all these other elements, but then the actual music itself doesn't essentially have to be like that. Look at me using my hands. It's like that where it breaks the boundary of being within genre, and not because it's crossover, but because it's just trying to make money. It's just trying to be successful, and then they do like production style stuff. Like first of all, I was just immediately like, okay, these are, you know, that new album, like 1000%. The main thing I was taking away was that they literally went in and said, we want our drums and our guitars to sound like a Def Heaven record. And so there's a rounded off presence where the guitar doesn't have the bass and it doesn't have the treble. And so it's got a mid-range range that it's specifically in, and it's there to try to fool you into thinking that this is something that's been recorded on tape or something like that. But it's actually just trying to sound like Def Heaven. It's like just trying to sound like a Jack Shirley production. And it's, I don't even think that there's like that much to like really say about it beyond when you do that kind of production. It's mostly to try to make people think this is real music. And then the vocal stuff happens, and there's all these like moments where like clearly it's been produced to make the voice sound fucking rough and disgusting. But then like you listen to it and it's just like funny. And it reminded me of New Bermuda, because New Bermuda had that like goofy ass delay on the vocals, which some people I think like don't get that. But for me, it's like when I was listening to it, I was just like, no, like that you can't have that fucking vocal delay on that shit. I was just like, fuck, this is so stupid. And then the ending of that first track, like also having like goofy ass like piano exit stuff, like just straight sounding like the Black Parade. Like it's just fucking so dumb. Like I don't know, like you did, like there's something about like trying to make your music epic that if you're not like able to like line it up in a way that's like really truly showing some sort of like emotional, like truly emotional, not just through like screams and shit, but like emotional meaning like having a depth of vocality, having a depth of lyricism, that sort of thing. If you don't have any of that stuff, what ends up happening is you're just fitting within pockets that other people have done, or I mean the main thing would be like you're just kind of juggling ideas about what would be emotional as if like you're I don't know, you're a weightlifter and you're like, I'm going Super Saiyan. It's like that sort of thing. It's like you're not going Super Saiyan. Also, don't fucking bust your fucking bones to, like break your fucking hip for a video or in this case a song. You know, it's the same thing. It's like don't bust your fucking chops if you don't have them. If you have them, you can bust your chops, but you gotta have them and like do it in a specific way. And that's why I was like, when I was listening to the Sleep Token thing, I was like, do these people know what Feller Attack is, or like Converged, or I mean, do these people know what any of that stuff is? I'm sure they do. They have to, right? But like, do they know about crossover metal? Because it's like, if they know about crossover metal, why are they listening to Sleep Token? I don't know. It's just funny to me. But like, it's just like my opinion of it. Like, you can talk shit. I can talk shit. We all talk shit. It's fine. It's all good. Oh my god, I've started to watch some of that Marco Pierre White. Like he's doing like a no reservation style show now, and it's like so bad because he cannot. He's such an asshole that he cannot eloquently talk about food in a way that will be meaningful for masses. Like, he can't eloquently talk about food in any way. He's just like, that is very good. That is very that tastes very good. It's like, not like explaining anything. Not like giving. And I guess it's to be like, I don't want to be offensive to anything, but it's like, dude, you have a show about food. How am I supposed to? It's about the, like, he's giving it. I guess you're trying to let the chef or the other person talk about it. But then why are you there? Just to be there? It's weird. It's weird. It does make you miss Anthony Bourdain, which Bourdain is the sad story of that whole entire thing. But like at the end of the day, I think like we just need more people trying to be real and like going out of their comfort zone. And I think that that's the biggest thing right now. It's like I'm noticing how much people are in their comfort zone and not able to get out of it. Whatever that comfort zone is, like they can't get out of that comfort zone. That's the world right now. Like almost everybody's just fucking like obsessed with being in their comfort zone and like not wanting to leave it. And I keep going to my phone, but I don't need to. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. Yeah, trying to go in your comfort zone is like, you know, it is what it is, but like if it doesn't actually show. That's the main thing about AI, is that you're still thinking, curating it, thinking like, oh, is this good, and using the AI to tell you, and the AI is telling you it's good because the AI has been programmed to tell you that it's good. It doesn't have any of the actual thought process behind thinking about whether or not something is good. So when you use it as an analytical tool, it can only be an analytical tool from the perspective of like being exact within data. You know what I mean? Like if it's got a bunch of numbers in front of it, it can crunch those numbers, but it can't think outside of the numbers. So if you're asking it like, hey, can you like take a look at this video and see what the imperfections are, it can kind of figure out like, okay, well, based on, you know, my experience, it's reading, comparing this with a real thing, this is wrong and that's wrong, but it can't tell you why it's not entertaining. And that's probably the main thing right now. I know it's speech right now because YouTube, for example, is like people are massively obsessed with just pumping out videos with speech stuff. But like if you've been suggested those cop videos, man, that and like court videos, dude, court videos are the worst because they will literally not watch the court video, copy it over, and then use the AI to write a summary of what happened in the video, and it puts stuff that's not in the video in it. And it's like, you didn't watch this. You just literally like pump the video into like a machine and had it pump you out something else in the end, so that you could just steal content. You know, free range shit. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Even worse is like when you have the microphone on and it starts suggesting, oh my god, dude. The other day, one day, like they turned on AI assistant, and it was literally like listening in on my conversations and started chiming in on my conversations to myself. And I started going, what the fuck? Like, did you just talk to me? Did you just talk to me without me asking you to talk to me? What if I was at work and you just oh, do you want to? I speechless. Just look, what? Who the fuck wants this? Who the fuck wants the phone talking to you without asking it anything? It's insane. I have to go in and turn off all of the fucking Gemini features because, number one, they're listening in on all your conversations and selling it to marketing tools, which is like, it's in the clauses for what you do. So like if you're using an application like Instagram, they're like saying like, hey, like when your microphone's on, we're gonna sell all your data. It's like, oh, okay. But it's not that. It's the fact that they're listening in on your conversations to suggest content to you, as opposed to looking at what you're looking at to suggest content to you. And the same thing happened with YouTube's algorithm, where it's like, if it sees you doing things or liking or like clicking on things that it's not, like, it doesn't really approve, like if it thinks that you're gonna go be a troll on other people's accounts, it'll just suggest you bullshit troll videos over and over again. It'll just be like, I hope you like Perfect Guy Life. You're gonna get nothing but Perfect Guy Life for the next, and then you have to go in and delete your whole fucking history because like they just won't stop suggesting one podcast. And you're like, dude, this is just, it's just to get you to stay in one community and not get you involved with posting or being active and engaging with other communities on YouTube. And it's very bizarre, and I don't really get it because it's kind of like, oh, I don't even like this stuff that much. I like watching a couple of these videos just to see what people are up to, but like the majority of like podcast videos and stuff like that, like it's pretty much dead. I mean, since Adam Friedland show ended, it's technically not ended, but like since they stopped doing the podcast, it's been kind of like, I don't really have a reason to get into podcast stuff. And then like I don't want to get involved in like paywall podcasting because it's bullshit. Like anytime that like there's a paywall involved in anything, I'm just like, nah. Like I'll find a way to not watch it with the paywall, But you also, I stopped getting the suggestions in the same category thing where like, because I was not uploading anymore, so like it was not suggesting videos under a certain number of subs like it was before, and kind of sad about that. It was fun. It was a fun time. It was a fun time in my life, like getting just insane people all the time. That was very fun. Now I just get suggested the same shit over and over again. I wonder what they're doing. Our cats are just like going nuts. What's up? Hey, Custy. Alright, I guess I should just feed them now. What's up, bro? Oh, you're both here. And now all of you are here. They're all just sniffing each other's butts. Hi, Cust. And Fettuccine's in here now, too. There's Mopey. He's like, alright. Okay, buddy. Should I feed you again? I'll feed you again one more time. I fed you earlier. You guys been eating too much recently. Rich been throwing up. I think he got sick. Hey, relax. Where's Mozzie? Oh, there you are. Hey, get up here. There you go. There. It's like one too many cans of cat food. One too many cans. One. Ha ha ha. Dude, my upload's fucking awful. I need a better Wi-Fi adapter. My Wi-Fi adapter is awful. It's garbage. I left for a second, like the people viewing me when I got up. That's cool. Like I need to go feed my cats. It's 8:08, guys. It's 8:08. It's 8:08. Time for heartbreak. That's another thing. Well, I haven't even talked about it. I think Kanye's just done. I think it's just flat out over. Like over. Like all of that shit is just like as soon as Dave Blunt's came out as being the fucking Ghost Rider, it was like over. Just done. Like just it like I don't know. Like just because it's the fact that it's like, dude, you got a kid writing your music for you, and you have fucking bipolar disorder, and you're literally throwing temper tantrums, and like, dude, I hate to break this to you, but like, you are copying Chris Chan. Like you're copying Chris Chan shit. Like that's it. Like I mean, like you're studying up on lolcows because they're more famous than you. And then doing the same shit, and it's like you're like we can see that like anybody who's been through 4chan and that whole world is already like, come on, bro, I know what you're doing. It is what it is. I mean, like I can't like that's just what it is. I can't. It's trying to be a lolcow, and like the lolcow stuff is like dude. Self-help stuff is bad enough. Like I'm already like engrossed and invested in dumbass self-help shit all the time. But like the self-help thing, so that you can then like not be a lolcow, like, and then it's like just people being fucking dumb. Like I don't know. It's like Kino Casino. Like it's boring. Two boring guys talking about stuff that's more interesting than them. Like who cares? And I don't know. I'm boring and not interesting, but I'm not like bringing up iDubbbz on here unless there's a joke to be made. iDubbbz and his wife with a bunch of fake tattoos, and him with a bunch of, well, they're not fake tattoos, they're real tattoos, but they are like completely meaningless, which is like insane. It's like can't imagine having I cannot imagine being like so uninvolved in the real world that you think that the most basic level of stupid ass like Like, I can't even explain it. It's like the most basic level of dumbass shit. You know what I mean? Like, do you understand that what I'm saying? Like, having no actual what's the right term for this? Not having uh a meaning behind any of the stuff that you do, so it's banal stuff, like basically like banal. It's essentially like fuck, what is the best way I can put it? Like, if you don't have any culture yourself, so you take your culture from other people, but it's not taking from other people. You're just like it's an idea of it. It's like watching like a Korean man, an old Korean man, try to be Elvis. That's what it's like. It's literally like watching an old Korean man. It's like watching for a minute, like, but he can't do it. He can't do that. And that's why it's an abusive relationship. We get that. We get that. Everybody else in the world gets that. But it's like, all that motherfucker needs to do is be like, hey, just shut up. Like, just don't talk. Don't be involved in my life. I'm going to leave for like a little while. And then literally all he needs to do is just be like, yeah, I'm really sorry about being a bitch and like for like all the stupid shit that I've put everybody through, and I'm not going to talk to like, you know, Hassan and all these other people that like realistically are just using me as a lolcow to get more attention. I think he wants that. I'm almost positive that it's just like, if I stop being a lolcow, I won't be relevant anymore, which is true, because what relevancy would he have? He's doing content cop as a 34-year-old. So it's like, it'll be like me trying to do, it's like Modern Kicks Revival. I don't mind that. That's actually good. No, it's like me trying to do, God, what was I doing when I was 21? Yeah, I mean, that was it. But it would be like me trying to go work at Rasputin Records again, like, or, you know, try to get a part-time job so that I can look like a cool guy getting pussy. Like, it's fucking weird. Yeah, I was supposed to play guitar. I was just playing like a. I don't know, something like that. It's something like that. Playing guitar more. I've always played guitar. I should have been doing more streaming on guitar than anything else, but then I always just like forget that I can play. It's weird. It's fucking weird. Like, it's a weird thing to be like semi good at something and then forget that you can do it. Drums for me, that's like a whole nother story, because I end up getting like people to, dude, literally people will come out of the woodwork and ask for, like, if I play shows and shit, people will come out and be like, hey, do you want to play in my band? And then I have to like think about it, and I'm like, I don't have the mental capability to like, I barely have the capability to be in one band. There was a time when I was in 3 bands, and one band I played guitar in, but like practicing regularly in 3 bands was like the most fucking insane time of my life. Like, my late 20s was basically just me driving around all the time, and I hated it. Like, not hated it, like I loved it, but I didn't like the driving. Like, at some point when you drive all the time, there is a thing where it's like, okay, everybody else is like drinking and smoking weed around you, and you're just kind of like trying to stay sober, and like it's good, like at least sober enough to drive back home and like doing, and you're in 20s, and like it is what it is. But then you get kind of out of hand with it, and that happens so slowly at first, because you're like, oh, this is really cool, like it. And then, like, really the thing that caught me was, like, when I started playing drums in Chilindrina, and we had practice in San Jose, and it was like, yo, I don't have to drive for like 30 minutes to go to practice. This is the first time in my life that it was ever like that. I was like, everybody else is like this. Like, you just go to practice and go back home, and you don't have to drive for like an hour in traffic, and an hour and a half in traffic, and drive back 45 minutes. Like, huh? Like, it was crazy, man. But like at the same time, I'm like, you gotta, you know, like you gotta like do. You have to put yourself out there and like do things. We're still doing. I mean, Heart Ones are still doing things. Kennan's just been super busy with like a Grim Reminder and like work. Same with me. We are trying to write songs. He keeps asking me to write songs, and I've got songs. I just like don't want to fucking. They're not Heart One songs because I'd have to like, here's the song, and then you have like people come in and they completely change everything, which like you're just like, I don't want you to completely change every single thing about the music. So I've been trying to write the Motorhead project, but it's also like, it's more drums than anything else. I do have the bass. I'm not plugged in though, so it's gonna sound like shit. But I was doing all this bass stuff, which was fun. Playing bass, which I'm not good at. I'm okay at. Something like that. And then I was gonna do a cover of Judy Blue Eyes, but it's the vocal line and like inability to remember lyrics is still like a big problem of mine. And although I can play the guitar parts, it's like, yeah, I don't have the pipes for that shit yet. I do think that it's really funny that it's like a song about what's her name. And I don't like what's her name. It's like which is like Joni Mitchell. Yeah, it's like I don't really care too much, right? Or is that actually, no? I'm dumb. I don't remember what that song is about, to be honest. I just like that song, and I want to sing dumbass fake Portuguese at the end, or fake Spanish. It's Cuban Spanish, Cuban accent. Spanish with a Cuban accent. I just get a Joey Diaz AI to do the end part. It's too fucking dumb, bro. I can't even fucking handle myself with stupidest jokes in the entire world. It's starting to get dark again. I got a company barbecue tomorrow. That'll be fun. Cooking, getting diarrhea. Getting diarrhea. Grilling, like, not, the grill's completely dirty still. I still have to clean that shit, and I haven't like gone out of my way to clean it. Oh my lord, dude, I can't. YouTube is so fucking broken for me. I forgot that the dude. Oh my god, I hella forgot about that video. I forgot that Frederick Knudsen did a down the rabbit hole about Spoonie. Like, just imagine, like, like I can't. I was just literally this morning. I was like thinking to myself, like, what's the word? Like, I was like, what if my like you had a doctor and you came in and the doctor was like, I'm Doctor Insano. I'd be like, yo, no, get the fuck out of here. Doctor Insano is such a stupid name. Oh my god, I might as well. I wish that I could like watch. I mean, it's more of like a Creative Commons thing. Like, I don't think I have the ability to do that, but like not on YouTube. Like, I'd have to do it on a like some other platform. It would be Discord, but I wouldn't have enough people in there to be able to do that. The Gaia Zone still exists. It's just I'm not logged in. I've deleted it off of every single fucking thing that I have, so I can't go on. I can't even look at that shit. I'm like, I look at my phone. My favorite thing though is me being like a paranoid idiot and just like looking at my phone. I'm like, is the microphone on? Turn the microphone off. They're talking too much shit. It's listening in on you. It's listening in on your argument about why the fuck is there so much information about people. No information about some people, but a ton of information about other people when stuff in the news happens. Why does that happen? It is enough for you to be like, oh hey, maybe just maybe a lot of this stuff is planned out. Maybe it's a little planned out. Maybe just a little planned out. The world that's going on around us. But at the same time, like, you shouldn't give a fuck about it. Just don't give a fuck about it. Just don't think about it. Think about cool ass shit. Think about cool shit. Like, think about some Hieronymus Bosch paintings, the Dutch masters. Think about how cool art used to be back in the day before before Van Gogh. I mean, like, I do like Van Gogh, so don't get me wrong. I actually remember when I was in elementary school, we did like a dress up biography, and where you had to dress up as the person and like do a biography about them, and I did Van Gogh. It's like like a fucking thing on my ear. And my mom like made me dress like a fucking painter. It's like so goofy. It didn't look anything like Van Gogh. It's so funny. It's also like me being like, I guess I'm Dutch. Like, I guess I'm Dutch. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I was like, I don't know. I guess I'm Dutch. I guess. I don't know. I love that, like, my mom took, like, 5 DNA tests and they all came back with different shit. It's, like, hella funny. I like, no offense, it's just, like, how it is. Like, all these DNA tests. But also my mom being, like, it says that my ancient DNA came from, like, what the fuck do you care about ancient DNA? like our about 400,000 years ago, you were from Germany. I'm like 400. Like, what the fuck? It's like, I'm like, yeah, me and like every other white person ever. Like, I don't really, like, what are you talking about? all that proves is I'm not Asian or black. Like, I mean, like, at least on that side. I mean, I don't know about my dad, but like, I don't know. But those DNA tests are like posted up in my mom's, like, at my parents' house, and it's like hella funny to like look at that shit and be like, why are they so different from each other? Like, I guess each cell is a little bit different, and it's not perfect, just like life. I do love how, like, last time I did this, I was just like playing 8-ball pool and losing, like losing hella bad. Trying to play less video games, but like can't stop myself. Play more music and less video games probably is a better thing. I also, like, haven't been listening to music unless I'm driving around, which, like, that's very common for me. People just walking around all these cars that are broken into in Sacramento at the movie theater. They're just like, yeah, it's I love how it's also probably the guy making the video, the video covering his tracks. Whoa, it's crazy, bro. Somebody broke into all these cars, bro. Like, no shit. You fucking broke into every one of those to make a video. Like, didn't even steal anything. That's like super common out here. Like, people getting broken into, it's like so common. And like, people won't even steal anything. They'll just like break into your car, look for money, and there's no money. They'll be like, oh, okay, and they'll leave. It's organized too, so like it's just like a bunch. Like they'll just hit every single car in a parking lot, which is funny because it's like dude, one dash cam would like incriminate you easily, but I don't know what I don't know. It's just you're waiting. At some point, what's gonna happen is they're just gonna GPS track every single human being on Earth through some sort of process, and then they're just gonna know where and why everybody did everything in their life, and there won't be any kind of like you won't even need to incriminate yourself. They'll just figure it out. I know they're still going crazy out there. Gone. Okay, that's fine. Gone. I was getting too crazy with it. Too crazy with the sauce. I was talking about the world being very bothersome to me about specific things. I'll probably end up cracking into a brew. I feel like I might drink at least 1 or 2 beers on stream. Go against YouTube guidelines. YouTube doesn't allow you to do that stuff, which is what it is. It's fine. It is what it is. Give me super chats. Come on and give me super chats. I would like a super chat now, please. It's like I don't allow that stuff, right? That shit doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like, you're paying for like people to read off stuff in your life. When that happens, bro. Repent. I need to urinate. I like how every time I turn on the TVs at work, they do Star Kid popping up. And I was like, damn, dog, I have not seen Star Kid in like a long ass time. That's crazy to me. Anyways, text and say here, create new, and you say okay, and then you give the text in there. Say BRB P time. PT. It's P time. Let's go. All right. Turn this off and look at that. Yeah, that looks great. Fantastic. BRB. It's PP time. And the camera's still on, but not on here. And I was just like, I just play a song so that I can go to some. I actually have like almost no music on here that I have from a while back. None of this is very good, actually. I should just give up on music. I guess it's like what were we going on for that? We would do my favorite is to go to the SoundCloud that I made and then like play all the stuff from like 3 years ago that I started like redoing like sound stuff. But yeah, no, I'll just do this one. Fuck it. No more pee time. Okay, I'll be pee time again later sometime eventually, but like I don't know how long we'll be live streaming. We've been going for. I've been going for. We've been going for. We be going. That's the funniest one. Is like the whole. The whole theory that Bonix is like literal. Like it's like what. Really? Well, it's like it has to do with slave ownership, which is insane. But yeah, you can look into that on your own. I'm not gonna bring up any of that stuff ever again. Yes, I'm back. I'm back for now. Oh, the door is open because Fettuccine came inside. Now she's just staring out the door. She'll be here at some point. I don't know if anything else is going on. Fanime is going on right now, so we've got you know, the rest of the house out. And yeah, I got a little something here just to keep me going. It's only because it's Memorial Day weekend. Hey, we gotta crack one open for the troops, or two. We'll see. Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. That's fine. I mean, like, I've been having... it says that I'm good. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, you'll hear, like, outside sounds now that I've opened the door. It's getting kind of hot in here. What else? I mean, there's not a whole lot else to talk about. I was talking about music stuff a little bit. As I warm up with this beer, I probably will end up talking a bit more about stuff, but guitar wise we would probably get more into it. I mean, like, I've been playing a lot of stuff in the Neil Young tuning. Hey, she's looking at my food. I'm in standard right now. What's up? I know it's food. Hey, okay, what's up? I will have to probably bring her back over, and I have to put the food away. You want to say hi? Betty? You want to say hi? Want to say hi? Come here. There you go. There she is. It's Fettuccine. On the stream again. This is the only one that seems to want to be on the stream. I guess there have been other cats on the stream, but, like, you know, this is the main one. The oldest. This one's 3 years old. And they are cute. It is nice to have some cute animals. You got fucking scabs on you, bro. I don't know what happened. They're all scabby. You got fleas again. I need to find the flea comb. There it is. Not that people are like, what the fuck are you doing now? I know, I'm trying to get the fucking fleas out of you. I found one earlier. They're all fleed out. I open the door, you guys get fleas from outside. The outside cats end up, like, trying to fucking give you fleas. Later today, you are the cat that gets to be combed. And now we try to find the fleas, 'cause they are very annoying and all over your body. You like it? Yeah, you like that. Sounds like Irene might be home. I don't know. Could be neighbors. Yeah, now it's me petting my cat. This is an ASMR channel now. Me combing my cat. Very ASMR-y. Custard got me the other day. my arm, my hand. I think you can see that there somewhere. No, you can't. Maybe you could see that. Custard got me the other day, and then the cat outside got me the other day too. I don't know where that. I mean, that's probably been healed over, but that was like, that dude, just like always trying to fucking swat at me. Great, Mr. Gray Boy. They're the full names. So fettuccine, mozzarella, Earl Grey, Custard, Mopey, and then the outdoor cats are Baby, the oldest one. She's about 4 years old, and then her kittens that are still with her, which are Doey and Weedy, and then Gray Boy. What's up? I don't even know where you're at, dude. Oh, you just went out the door. You were like, "Oh, I know it's cold." You want? You know what it is? She goes to the door and she's like, "Oh, it's cold. Can you turn off the cold?" It's like you do understand that it's cold because it's outside. Oh, she doesn't. So she's basically like, "Hey, the door is cold. I don't like this. Can I hang out with you and be warm?" And then she comes back. And she does this all night. All night. Look at that. Look at this. Hello. It's hard to like focus on things because she just like kind of distracts me from life. Having a cat, having an animal is like, well, a lot of people, like, I think it's like cat people, dog people stuff, but like I've always been a cat person. I grew up with cats, and it's more I grew up with cats, and the cats that I grew up with were like real members of my family. You know, they like hung out. They were like on my parents all the time. So like, you know, we just got used to it. And then like I didn't have animals for like a long time. I like did for good like 5-6 years. I didn't have any animals in my life. And then 3 years ago, yeah, it's just this one first, and it was just like cat city up in here. Cat City. We are sipping on the house brew. I actually have 2 of them out here because I was too lazy to go back. Hee hee. This is I do like any like stuff that's done by it's Independent Craft Brewers Association Enterprises. Pretty decent stuff. Drank 7 of them yesterday, which is bad, but like, you know, I drink like once or twice a week now instead of every other day or every day. When I was like 27, it was like the worst because I was drinking vodka because I found out that you could order vodka. I was like, no, don't ever do that, because that was when we moved here for the first time, and like I was still like hanging out in the living rooms before the cats, and I would just drink vodka and watch TV. And I would pass out on the couch at like 11 o'clock and wake up at like 4 in the morning and be like, what the fuck? And then like I was just like, I'm never doing this ever again. And I switched back to beers. And then I was doing hard seltzers all of 2024. And it was just getting out of hand because I was like drinking like 8 of them. Hard seltzers are different than beers. Like you could drink like 7 beers and not really catch a major buzz, but hard seltzers, like by like number 6 you're buzzing, and by like number 8 you're like already, it's like 8 shots of vodka and like seltzer water, you know? So if you drink them fast enough, you're like fucked up and it's just bad. And you can drink them fast enough, and that's the problem. Like with the beers, you can't really drink it that fucking fast. Like you gotta fucking drink maybe like, you know, you could drink maybe 2 of them in an hour if you really fucking chug it, but like your body's gonna be like, it's like, Yep. So we were going back to the Spuds MacKenzie style, although I'm not a Bud Light guy. I don't mind Bud Light, actually. It's not awful. It has been good before. But the thing about Bud Light that I always found interesting is it has almost no real flavor to it. Like even this has got, some bitterness, some hops, a little bit of malt, not a lot. It's pretty basic. That's somebody just like rock. I think that's a neighbor coming in. Either that or it's somebody on Santa Clara that's fucking blasting, doxing myself. Like, oh, you could come. Like, nah, you can't. You really can't. Not that anybody cares. Not that it matters. I'm like not even. I'm just talking to myself now because there's no one in the fucking room. The YouTube stuff is interesting. So, I think in the future, what you're gonna see is, I would like to see this happen, but it's more like I know this is gonna happen. YouTube is going to split out. At some point, it's going to reach critical mass where, like, if you are a professional YouTuber, you will have a professional account like Instagram, where you can pay into pay tier subscriptions and like be able to get all your stuff directly from YouTube, but then you're basically paying YouTube. Or you have like your regular account people. The regular account people you have to be subscribed to even see. So it's going to be like you go on the regular feed, you don't get suggested videos uploaded by anybody. It's just the specific stuff that is marketed, like the professional accounts. And then everything else will be kind of like under a hidden category where like you'd have to go out of your way to find any of it. And so what that might end up doing, that I actually like, is it may actually make it so that you have to blog. Like you have to go back to making having another website where you upload the video to that website and share through that website or series of websites. So, I think that that's probably the future. I think like we're going back in time. I mean, I thought of it as like, oh, we're going back to the 80s where like, the 80s, like you had the cable era where when that happened, like your mainstream broadcasting was still on mainstream broadcasting, but then there was this whole like, okay, if you pay for a little bit more money, you get these other channels, and now you get to watch music videos all day. It's that kind of level where it's like the pay subscription tier and all of that is more on like platforms that existed before, and like things being based on platforms that existed before, not like modern stuff. Which is scary because like we're already losing curation through the AI thing, where it's like it's no longer how do I put this? It's like you're no longer getting art that's curated to you. It's not even art really. It's like you're getting like the content that's curated for you, meaning like you don't see very many playlists, you don't see very many like radio stations because of copyright, right? And so instead what you see is you see all of this like push towards having to trick a system into promoting things for you. And that's been the way, been the way that it was with the algorithm before, but now it's like people can't even, there is no figuring it out because it's been figured out by YouTube. It's been figured out by Google, and Gemini is going to be responsible for what you see, like what is in front of your face. And when it's like, they're basically trying to get you to use their platform to improve, hey, stop it, to improve your own curation of stuff. She keeps trying to get my food. Like they use a platform to try to curate stuff, but the primary thing about that gets lost is that instead of a person deciding what you want to listen to or watch, and instead of it being systematically set up in a way so that just random stuff comes to you, it's a it is both combined. It is systematic fake human curating things. And what'll happen is, and this is what I think everybody's already experienced with AI so far, with the AI suggestions, is that instead of it being based on, oh my god, like this just got unplugged. I thought I was plugged in, I wasn't. Instead of it being based on any sort of actual curation, it's what the machine thinks you want, and what the machine thinks you want is based on what other people want. And so you're put into a sea of what everybody else's machine thinks that everybody else wants. And it's not about what everybody wants. It's not what about, or even what's popular or what's out there. It's about you. So YouTube becomes about you, which is like, I guess its intended purpose in the first place, but it's like the idea of like, okay, we're going to try to promote things so that it hits a specific category that you are interested in, and only you are interested in, possibly, which will then put you into pockets that would like prevent you from being able to integrate into other systems or be involved with other communities. Like, and I would say that's like, you see that when you go there, because if you click on the new to you, you'll always see like the same stuff being suggested to you. Like, not a lot of new stuff being suggested to you. In fact, you'll see stuff that's like already been watched, or like it's the same video that you've already watched, but it's in a different, like somebody else uploaded it, and that's becoming a problem. It's a bigger problem in found footage stuff, but like it's becoming a problem now even with just standard YouTubers, because what they'll do is they'll like grab another person's video and then use AI to essentially copy the homework. I don't know if you've noticed this. It's mostly with true crime shit. I had to stop watching true crime shit because it was like watching somebody's stolen homework every single time. Like, you'd watch it and be like, okay, well, like, this is like, yeah, the footage is the footage from the thing, but like all of the actual stuff that's been worked on is not like yours. It's taken from somewhere else. So then you Google that case and you find out that like 5 other accounts have made that case. So they've just taken footage from these other things and inverted them and flipped them, and like, and then used an AI voice to kind of voice over in a way that is different than the other videos, so that it takes a perspective. And it doesn't actually take a perspective, because like you don't know you have no idea if this is actually true or not, or any of the stuff is actually real. And that's the danger of it all. Like, you eventually get to a point where you're like, oh, is this actually a real thing, or am I just fooling myself? What's up? She's like going nuts for it. This is the smartest cat, by the way. Like, I've never seen a cat smarter than this cat. This cat's very smart. All my cats are very, like, dude, I don't even know how to explain this, but like, I've been around enough people where like, I think it's like a feeding thing, because like if you got a fat cat, your cat's actually probably pretty dumb. Like, if you put them on a feeder, or like if you feed them all dry food. We feed just with wet food, and they're so much smarter because they're a little bit hungrier, and of course, like, you know, this sort of thing, like they're much more physically fit than most other cats. Hey, bro, put you up. Put you out if you don't do that. What's up? What's up? If I finish any back. She kept trying to get in the Wingstop bag. I'm like, don't go in there. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not, like, it's almost been 2 hours of this, so, like, I mean, at some point I should probably stop, but, what else I don't have a whole lot more. I keep saying that. Like, I don't have a whole lot more to talk about, but I do have a lot more to talk about because it's been a while since I did stuff. I'm at the point where I think with my own mental state and everything, I think I'm kind of getting back to realizing that entertainment is dead. Like true entertainment is dead. Like people are really interested in finding like lore in their stuff, which is like that's not like form. And one of the terms that I've heard getting passed around is high art. Because high art, I hate to break this to you, but like there's only one form of high art, and it's theater. And theater is just, you know what I mean. Like, nah, man. Nah. But yeah, that's high art. High art is like opera and, you know, theater, passion play, like that kind of thing is high art. Like if you want to talk about high art, that's high art. That is the highest art form. It is traditionally and classically the highest art form. Paintings and things like that are not high art. They never have been. They can attempt to be high art. And they did attempt to be high art, especially in the 40s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. But then in the 1960s and 1970s, they lost high art status, mostly due to Andy Warhol, and like the realization that if you're using art as a platform for your social structure and just to make money, that you've lost the high art value, because the value of high art is essentially I don't know how to put this, but like it's a spiritual like thing. Otherwise it's not high art. It's just art or whatever, you know. It's just stuff, and stuff that is used to maybe date things, stuff that's used to figure out, you know, history and stuff like that. Stuff to entertain people. That's what it is. But like the reason why I say passion plays is because those are the original things that inspired paintings. Like paintings and the emotional side of paintings were almost entirely influenced by passion plays. So the first Renaissance guys that were doing all the Renaissance stuff in Italy, the first wave of Renaissance art, and then into the Dutch masters and stuff like that. All of that is mostly influenced by the Italian guys are influenced by passion plays and trying to create emotion through facial emotion and stuff like that, lighting and things like that, and that all is influenced, like visually influenced by passion plays, representations of the Bible that were performed by performers. In the rest of the world, it's lesser so, like, right, like there isn't as much of a focus on emotion and stuff like that. The northern guys got that influence from the southern guys, but then their main thing was realism, and then later on surrealism. And it's like, specifically I'd say Hieronymus Bosch and then Peter Bruegel's the Elder are like the two guys that really influenced surrealism. And then Van Eyck is like probably your realist influence, like the guy who's like starting to really draw, like really like be like, okay, well, like he was the guy who did the painting where he's in the painting on, you know, in a tiny little section, like able to paint himself in a reflection and all that stuff, and then influenced a bunch of other painters. The history of visual art is really interesting, and a lot of the influence is lost on people because they think that it's so high art that they think that it comes from this magical place, and it doesn't. It comes from theater. Like they were watching people. It comes from theater, and it also comes from artists literally being like sex hound dogs that were Caravaggio was just an absolute menace, like, and yet he was this amazing painter, and a lot of that all came down to the fact that like he was living the art. Van Gogh, it's the same thing. You got that whole entire thing where it's like you're living the art. Every single painter in history that's been famous is famous for mostly living the art, except for a handful of people like that do it and then they're kind of like, I don't like Jackson Pollock, for example. I think Jackson Pollock is like the fucking cryptocurrency of the 1940s. Like, you're talking about like stuff that doesn't, the value is related to essentially a bunch of rich people wanting value for it, and the only reason why they want the value for it is because they want the art to hold value so that they can then sell the art later for more money. Which then, if you're like, you have a connection to that guy, you have the guy make another one of those and be like, oh, he's such a fucking weirdo and druggy and all this stuff, and you make up all this shit. And then like you got like Rothko, who's like, make a giant block of color and then you're supposed to stare at it, and then it's like, how does that make you feel, the emotions of the thing? It's like, it's not emotional. Like, staring at a color is not emotional. Like, staring at a color doesn't make you feel something for someone, because it's supposed to make you feel something inside. But staring at just a color is like such it. There's a level, and I love Rothko because those paintings are interesting from the perspective of like, they're almost like swaths, like looking at swaths, like where you're looking at a specific color and you go, okay, this is this color or whatever. Like, there's interesting stuff like that and textural stuff, but you also have to realize that like the depth of art involved is not, there's no depth to the art. The art is purest form art. So it's the equivalent of somebody going in with like a microphone and holding it up to the amplifier and just going like for hours and going, now think about the tonality of this sound. This sound is microtonal. And it's like, it doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't even fucking matter, because there's no microtones, because they're just tones. The term microtonal is also kind of an oxymoron, because like there are tones and whole tones, half tones, and all that, but they're just tones. They're just sounds. They're frequencies of sound, and just because there's a scale there doesn't mean that you always have to use the scale. And it's the same thing for color. Like, what if you're blind? If you're blind and somebody tries to explain a Rothko to you, they could just explain it to you. It's a big block of color. I don't understand what blue is. Like, if you're like 100% blind, how are you supposed to understand what blue is, or how blue makes you feel? You can't describe that. But if you were like able to describe like just visually, like look at something and then describe something like the Garden of Earthly Delights, you could describe that to a blind person. They'd be like, at least able to understand what's in the painting. Oh, this is a depiction of hell, and there's lots of crazy stuff going on. And what's going on? Oh, well, there's this like bird-like guy who's got a kettle on his head, and there's a dude who's bent over backwards with music on his butt. And all of that will make sense to a blind person, whereas a Rothko is not going to make sense to a blind person. So there is already like a transcendence in art being information versus art being art. And so the purity of art gets lost over time. He didn't want to continue going on, and then he killed himself. And it's like that's the whole history of it all. And then you have Jackson Pollock, which is just bullshit. It's just a bunch of fucking paint spatter. And it's the idea that this is jazz for the painting world. And it's like, well, if it's jazz for the painting world, why didn't they let black people in? It gets too crazy in the perspective where it's like, okay, maybe you're actually not really talking about that sort of thing. And there's lots of great black artists from that time period. And like I said, it's information based. Like, you just gotta like go look for those artists and find that stuff. It's information based. For that era too, it's like there's a lot of like realism and stuff. Like the 50s, 40s, and 50s is kind of like there's like you have to kind of dig in and find the more interesting artists, like people that were doing kind of mixed media stuff, like weirder stuff. And then like Salvador Dali and stuff, who was like just like kind of tired of painting, and so they started doing like movies and animation, and animation I think particularly is like already the higher art by that time, because like they were capable of essentially like making paintings move, which was a new concept at the time. Not that like it's that new of a concept, but like making paintings move is like a big thing. um and then like Disney, I think Disney has like a huge impact on that. Like the first half of the century, I think Disney is probably like the most influential artist, like more than anybody else. Like I don't think there is anybody more influential on art than Walt Disney in the 20th century. I can't think. I mean, like, because there are people who are gonna say Andy Warhol and stuff like that. It's like, no, like not technically. Like, I mean, what technical stuff did he influence on people? Oh, like taking a picture and drawing on it. People did that before Andy Warhol. What else? Like being overtly homosexual about things. Like people did that before Andy Warhol. There's nothing new about that. It's all the marketing to it. The marketing of the art is the thing that's more important for people. There's people who can hate me on saying that kind of stuff, but it's true. It's like it's like that Venture Brothers thing where he turned Andy Warhol into like Lex Luthor, where he's just a guy who wants, I just want money, like a Jeff Bezos, the real life Lex Luthor of today. Beth Bezos. The fuck is that? Oh. I don't know. I watched Tamer stuff again because I forgot that he started another YouTube channel, and then like I got back into it, and it was like the My Little Pony stuff he's doing is really, really good. And I think he's like legitimately probably the best content creator on YouTube now. I think he legitimately might be the best at doing this, and I think like legacy wise, like there might be people out there that will be doing like research on how this guy was able to block out all of the nonsense in life to make this, because it's like it's surreal. Like that's all I can say is the amount of, well, he's not doing the old school stuff anymore, because he was trying to do like a persona kind of thing, and not the game, but like having a persona, and he's barely gone back to that. He's just kind of like pumped out as many My Little Pony, they're not parodies, they're like, it's his own show. And he's part of that community now, so it's like they love him. It's different than ever before. I mean, I think that like when he was doing the Sonic Underground stuff, it was like kind of weird, because he was always kind of fighting with Sonic people, and that's like kind of realistically, it's like, yeah, you're gonna be fighting with Sonic people if you like Sonic Underground. That's just kind of how it goes. But now he's doing the My Little Pony stuff. It's like, it's on a different level, and I think the main reason is just because the whole point of it is that it's not like somebody who loves the show making it. I mean, it is, but it's somebody who is watching the show for what it is, and then putting it through this filter to give him the things that he gets out of it. And not a lot of people are capable of doing that. Like we're the rehash world that we live in, especially after this whole fucking the James Earl Jones Fortnite thing. Like, I don't play Fortnite. I never played Fortnite before, and I don't care. Like, the Battle Royale thing is so silly to me, because it's like you have to spend time doing it, and it doesn't seem poignant for me. Like as a gamer, if you're gaming with it, it doesn't seem like a very interesting thing to do. I have friends at PUBG like all the time, and like they'd be like, "Come on, get PUBG, get Call of Duty, get all these things," and I'm like, "The mobile game, nah, dude. Like I'm good. I'm good. Like if I can't be in front of a screen doing it, and even then, like I don't there's something clunky about a lot of that stuff. Like a lot of it is just kind of clunky and weird. And I never liked FPS games that much. I do like some of them, but like a lot of them are kind of like goofy and weird. Oh, I'm losing a lot of my internet connection. I used to play Crunker, and my experience with that was basically like, if you are winning, you're winning, and if you're not winning, you're not winning. And when you're not winning, it's like a nightmare. You just spawn and die, spawn and die. Like someone is just like that. And it's not just for like because of cheaters. It's like at a certain point the game actually like prioritizes IP for like certain people if they're doing good. What the fuck is that? I'm gonna have to close the door again. It's too loud. Camera's like, sorry, it's my mic that just cut the fuck out after that. Danger. Danger. No one's watched for a little while, so we're good. Yeah, I did. I mean, I started out by talking about the Discord stuff. I don't really need to talk about any more of it because it's like I'm just spending time on my own. That's it. Like you do need to spend time on your own. And if you spend too much time on the internet, like, and you are ignoring other things in your life, it will get pretty crazy pretty fast. What day is it? 25th. So tomorrow's the 26th. It's tired. I might have to end this pretty soon. I should end this pretty soon. Yeah, I don't have like I was trying to talk about like Lil Cow shit. I was like already kind of like I don't know what that was. I was thinking about Wings of Redemption and how like that whole thing is gonna it's the when you're no longer even relevant at the thing that you're good at or you're good at or you're known for. That's the scariest thing is when you're no longer capable of being relevant. It's very scary. All right, well, weird ending terms. I'll probably stop streaming now because it's been about 2 hours. And trying to think if there's anything else that I need to talk about right away. No, I mean I'll probably go back to doing RFS. RFS has to have topics. Like I need to bring the topic generator thing. Like I need to like really think about how to do this again. Originally it was supposed to be about art, but I'm a bit lost on that. So yeah, I'll be going back to probably a more regular streaming schedule, but specifically to talk about like music stuff. But I have to like think about it a little bit before. And then the other thing is I'm trying to get these projects up and started. So maybe would like to get a couple people on this as well. which would be nice. Like having some other people would be very helpful. So we'll see about that. That might be something nice to do. Oh, I'm starting to get red, but that's also because I have like weird color scheme stuff going on now that it's nighttime outside. So the lighting's been all crazy all day. All right. Well, that's probably about good. I gotta get off, and then probably talk again later in the week. Maybe at like Wednesday or Friday. Probably Friday. We'll see. We'll see, or maybe next week. Next week I have work stuff I gotta do, so I'm probably not gonna be able to do it next week or the week after. But maybe this Friday, like the 30th, we can do a little bit more. And then I mean, like, I'll have subject stuff wise. I mean, maybe even stream a little bit of 7 Days to Die, but like that's kind of a bad idea, so let's probably not do that. All right, well, I'm done.